100% Chelsea here on a rainy, miserable January evening. I don't really know where to start, Louis. I can't really talk about that game without talking about how bad the ref was. I mean, there's been lots of times this season, because we've been so crap, that we haven't been able to blame the ref, and we can look at our own players. Sure, I think tonight there are some of that. But how bad was Anthony Taylor tonight?
I want to say just thank you so much for that absolutely amazing performance, Mr. Taylor. Absolutely sensational, just brilliant, just great. And you just, created such an amazing game. You let it flow. You got all your decisions right. And I just think, you were absolutely fantastic. And it was an absolutely mesmerising performance. And it's made me want to become a referee.
It's something Twattenberg would be proud of, I have to say.
Yeah. It was an absolutely ridiculous performance. I just don't understand what was going on there with that referee. And it was the same as I was moaning about last week. On the weekend when I get Scunthorpe. I was saying, we won, I can't really moan. Well, this time I can moan. It was a scrappy, awful performance. It was, we just couldn't break them down, and then they just knew how to get in our heads. All credit to Tony Pulis, because he knows exactly how to set that team up. Because I was speaking to people and they were saying, oh yeah, easy 2-0 win for Chelsea, easily. You can't think like that with a team like West Brom. And, blimey, what's going on over there? But it's absolutely mental to, for people to think like that. And it's just the way he set them up. He knew how to get to us, and we let it get to us.
But do you think, in a way, I mean, I do understand that, and when this game started, I thought this was going to be a dull game. It didn't actually turn out like that. It turned out to be quite exciting and informative for fans. But for me, as the game developed, I thought that they should have had about 2 or 3 players sent off. Come on, I mean, if we had a proper ref there, I know our performance wasn't perfect. I understand that, but come on. I mean, there was a moment where Diego Costa. There was 2 moments actually that stand out in my head. Other than there was loads to pick from Anthony Taylor. It was a collection of errors tonight from him. But there was 2 that I want to pick out and ask you. There was a moment where Diego Costa had his shirt pulled in the first half, literally in front. The ref was looking square out. It didn't have anyone standing in front of him, and the ref just stands there and goes, play on. Then there was another moment in the second half where Jakob, who'd already had a yellow, takes Costa out. Yeah. Off the ball. The ball was on the left wing. The referee thinks about it, doesn't do anything, then stops play, comes over, no yellow. But yellow to Costa and yellow to Dave for their first fouls of the match. So explain that logic to me. I can't work out in my head.
No, neither can I. Just Anthony Taylor's performance tonight was absolutely shocking, absolutely dreadful. The guy should be ashamed of that. And I'm pretty sure, pundits on match day will be going there. They'll be able to have second looks and stuff. Possibly some of the stuff we might be wrong, but I reckon I can safely say.
I safely say we're not wrong tonight. That was bad.
No, it was an absolutely shocking performance. There was a couple of times where Costa just got taken out completely off the ball. No red, no yellow, no nothing. And I thought it was just poor performance. Just on our end as well, we just let the pressure get to us as well. And that is not, people were saying, that we're champions. That's not how champions perform. And I know we haven't performed like champions all season, and I can say that. But we just cracked under this pressure that the referee wasn't giving these opportunities, and we acted like babies. When they also, I know players surround refs, but it was absolutely pathetic when they all go over towards the end of the game, constantly.
But can you understand their frustration as well as ours? I mean, I would have been doing the same thing. I mean, because it's the frustration building up of a 90-minute game where consistently the fouls, the fouls that should have been given, the yellows, I can sort of understand it. I don't understand it, like, for instance, like last year against PSG when that happened. I didn't support the players for that because I thought that was ridiculous. But tonight I can, because it was if you watch that full 90 minutes, which probably most people won't be able to, weren't in a game, for me it was a catalogue of errors from the ref. But yeah, moving on from that, we've got the games don't stop. We got Everton on Saturday, which will be a tough game. We didn't see Loftus-Cheek perform tonight. Do you think he can be included on Saturday?
I think he should be included on Saturday. I mean, that's what we didn't have a very powerful presence in the middle of the park today. I thought Mikel was poor. Fabregas was just he was trying his best, but it just wasn't good enough. Oscar, lightweight, he was just a passenger in the game. Willian was trying, wasn't good enough. Pedro came off. Kennedy was the only spark for me in that midfield all night, and I think he should start against Everton on Saturday. And I think maybe Loftus-Cheek as well, because I know he was Scunthorpe, but the way he powered through that midfield and just powered through, I just thought it was absolutely fantastic. And I don't understand why he didn't get an opportunity today, because that's what we missed out on. We didn't have any height in that midfield other than Mikel, who kept Trout powering forward, who should have been sitting. We didn't have any presence going forward. There was no midfield engine. There was just no power whatsoever. And I think we really, really, really missed out on that.
Yeah.
I mean, Matic, I don't think, he's not really cutting the mustard at the minute anymore. And I think maybe Loftus-Cheek alongside Mikel should start against Everton.
Cool, so we're going to get drowned in a minute, so I'm going to end the interview here. Good talk to me. Still Anthony Taylor. One of the worst refereeing performances I've ever seen at Stamford Bridge. It's right up there with Martin Atkinson last season, maybe even 2009. But it was an awful performance all round.